Lots of things are happening here in the Call of Duty competitive scene with a bunch of new stories and insane things that's been happening these past couple of days. There's news every day, so it's kind of hard to keep on track of everything. So here we're just gonna go in, in detail some of the things that's happened today. And the first thing is SlasheR. He's world champion, multi-champion. He's retired. For me, he's been one of my favorite players to watch over the years. He was in Theives back in the day in AEW, and that's when I started to watch competitive Call of Duty. And then years go on. Won with Envy, has won many championships, came back to FaZe. But since him leaving FaZe after that Vanguard year, he just, for me, hasn't been the same. He's been put in like shitty situations, and it's a shame. He's a really good player. I think lots of these players that have been retiring lately can 100% still play in the league. It's just how this league is structurally formatted. It just doesn't benefit anybody, really. It's just there's so limited spots with little to no games, and it's just after it's been 3 games and then he wants to retire. He's played 3 games this season so far, and he's out, and it's a shame. Such a vet. Hope he enjoys retirement. Not sure if he's gonna go into coaching, probably not, but he's probably gonna take a break. He deserves a lot. He has done a lot, but since him leaving, these are the 3 oldest players in the league now, which is just mind-blowing to me. That is just mind-blowing that it's Skies, Nasty, and Dashy. I remember Dashy back in World War II, like it was yesterday, and now him being one of the oldest players in the league is just crazy. Now he is the oldest player in the league. It's mind-blowing to me. It's really shocking. I just remember him in his debut. It's wild to me. Him in complexity. SlasheR over here talks about Omni moving low the skill gap.
I think it's a bailout for putting yourself in bad positions. I think the positional aspect of COD has gotten so lowered.
So blurry.
Because now the maps, like, there's head glitches literally everywhere.
Yeah, it's just blurry. But he's right. I mean, obviously movement 100% has made it, I don't want to say easier for players. You can tell in the earlier Call of Duties before the League franchise that there's just 100% a huge skill gap. There is a skill gap in the competitive scene. Not to the point of before the League. I think you can 100% see the difference between the skill gap and everything like that. But the player that replaced SlasheR is Exceed. Exceed has been a player. He was in the league during Cold War for a little bit, but then made his real quote-unquote debut in the league during MW2 with the LAG squad. For me, that had a lot of potential. I think the LAG squad was pretty good. Him and Joseph, they were like one of the iconic duos coming to the league. Joseph, not even playing a Challengers event, just got picked up just like that. Yeah, now Exceed is replacing him. It's funny too because the situation that happened with the owner of Amit, Rafi, and the whole confrontation that he had with Exceed.
For you. You're the last one out of all the players on Omet that should be bitching the way that you are.
EWC. You're not counting champs in EWC.
Brother, do you think that you're going to do anything against the pro players? Why do you think you're done in Challengers?
It's hilarious.
You're not winning EWC. You're not winning EWC, brother.
You're trying to make money after bitching about not making money.
You're not doing anything with COD, brother.
If you're going into an esport,
what don't you understand?
It's hilarious. I remember this when it all happened. A couple months ago, maybe a year ago. I don't remember when. I think it's towards the end of last season. He did say EWC. So yeah, this is one of the most funniest things out there. So I just had to pop that up. Now Exceed is back in the league. See how he does in that Carolina squad. Reportedly, it was supposed to be Nium coming into there, but that wasn't the case. I will talk about that later. But here, Doug Sensimar has officially left Boston Breach. People were really confused about it because he was playing with Next Threat in the Challenger scene, but I'm guessing he's still contracted to Boston Breach as like a content creator or whatever. So, but he's officially left. He played in there. He's been there for a while now. I want to say until 2023. I want to say. So he's been there for a little bit, and him playing in the Boston Breach Academy has every time he's picked up a player or whatever. They managed to get into the league. Ghosty, Shawnee, Cramp, Beans, Pentagram, Johnny, Snoopy Craze. They all managed to get into the league because of him. He may not be the best player on the game. He might be not the best player on your team, but he's the type of guy that you need to help you push you through to the next level. And he's 100% done that. You can see all these players that have made it to the league. I don't want to say just because of him. Of course, they have the talent and they're doing it to show. But since there's a great, face, he's a great, person. I don't want to say publicity. I just feel like the type of person that'll get you to cross that line. But he's officially left. He's still gonna compete. I don't think he's a part of Nextra anymore. Nextra picked up a pretty good team. But he's probably, I'm pretty sure he's making his own team. So next thing is Nium. He's left, or he hasn't left, but he's officially joined LA Theives as a substitute. Same thing with Luca. You know, there was rumors of Kenny being dropped, similar to how, you know, apparently Draza could have been dropped for Luca, but now in this situation, it's Nium. And he's such a talented player, playing really good with the Huntsmen. They all play in the same facility. You know, the LA Thieves CAD team's in the same, like, building as, you know, the Optic as. So, you know, it works well with that. So, you know, probably Kenny could get dropped later on. You don't know. It's just a great person to have in backup, just in case if Kenny doesn't perform. I feel like Kenny's just been put in a terrible position, you know, since winning champs. You know, that Optic thing, and then he went to G2, and now putting back into this superstar team, it's a lot of pressure on him 100% after a bad year. So we'll see what happens with Nium and Kenny. This was crazy to me. In the EU scene, 2 players were caught cheating and they were dropped from the elite, and Bans pretty much just reported on them, and we'll just see what they say here.
Yeah,
It's every single day spend thousands to go to LAN for 500
because you're
pro points.
godful. Yeah, just because you're godful. Like, wallah,
You're just
godful,
mocking
and
them.
you just ruin people who stream every day for fun, just because like it's funny.
Yeah,
It's
'cause
not
it's funny.
Like there is nothing funny now.
I don't give a fuck about any of them.
Only Mad Cat can laugh to that because it's a retard. But like it's nothing
Yeah,
funny.
they call him
Wallah,
Mad
nothing
Cat.
funny. You're just a fucking retard. You
Yeah,
just act.
So the whole story of this was going on was 2 players in the EU challengers elite scene were banned for cheating, and then he went up to the stream and talked to Bans. He's like, yeah, I'm pretty much cheating, and he outed out some people that were also cheating. The team that also got picked up. So it was a whole confusing thing, but pretty much the EU scene is full of cheaters. The top teams, I doubt, like, they're 100% probably not cheating, just these lower sided squads in the elites. And then you start talking about how he hates French people and Italians. There's a whole thing, but Bans was pretty much like the face of what was going on there, like talking to the cheaters and everything like that. The team was Team Y Corona that got kicked off, and then LA Unlimited will be taking their spot in the league. Good for them. You know, you lost, and you're probably like, dang, you know, we're so close to making it to the elites, the top of the EU challenger scene. And then just to make it back, because, you know, the team that you won against were cheating. So it's probably a good feeling knowing that you're so close, and now you finally get to play in this situation. That they might miss a game. I don't know if that counts as like an 0-2 for them or 0-1, if depending on how they played. Because I don't know if they're gonna replay those matches or I don't know what, but pretty much at least they get the spot here. Players kind of got was banned was Corona according to the admins. So why Corona? He went on stream and talked this thing. Now this is where it went crazy for the challengers scene. You know, the past couple days it was pretty intense. You know, the league is not going on right now, the official like Call of Duty league, so it has not been as entertaining. But when you look at the pit, when you look at the challenger scene, the amateur scene, it's crazy. I feel like this year out of any year has been like the most entertaining, the most, you know, so much news is coming from the challenger scene on players, on drama, on teams. For me, this is a great year for challengers. This is how challengers should be. I think it should be even more to an extent. You know, the drama and the players are finally caring for the challenger scene. I mean, Zooma's always supported it, but seeing other teams and other brands and more known people come into the scene is great for the challenger scene, and seeing the amount of players that are coming in and the new talents that are coming and the new players are coming to the league. This has been a great year for viewership wise, for everything for the challenger scene. And it's making it more intense. You know, I feel like people this year is more involved in the challenger scene. It's like not even just like the ownerships or whatever, like the fans and everything. So much news is coming out, so much, you know, drama and like entertainment. You want to see that for, you know, the challenger scene is where the next Scump is gonna come from. The challenger scene is the next shot or whatever. You know, the next faces of Call of Duty is coming from there, and you already see it on Merc. There's a Luca who's highly you know named, and then you have players like Nium getting picked up from LA Thieves. So it's great. It's amazing to see to see that. But Stallions did go 0-2. Huge drama with the hackers. T-Bush went 1-1. I'm just gonna report on like the 3 big teams that are. Not sure how Ahmed did, but yeah. But the main thing, this match took forever to start. It wasn't streamed too. Was because of was it Roblox player something? Always Roblox gamer. He's been.
That's 3-0.
I'm gonna play this after.
This shit, man. Bullshit.
Can I not pause it? I don't know. It's not working.
How has it
Let me refresh. But pretty much is this account and there's other accounts. There's like a Halo player or a Halo gamer or whatever. That's just joining in scrims, joining in lobbies, and just ruining it. And sometimes teams will have to forfeit. Sometimes there'll be drama of, no, we should have the map win or we should have the map start of this many points. And the whole drama in the past like 3 weeks in the qualifiers and now in the elite stages, it's just terrible. Like, you can't do nothing about it. Like, the players themselves can't do nothing. If you block them, if you hide your code, whatever, they still find out to join the game. And it's just ruining everything for the amateur scene. Everyone's talking about it, and it's so close to Major 1. It's so close. I don't think it would happen to like the competitive like computers, like the pros computers that they're given. But for the challenger scene, the cup, the lands too, the challengers majors, I'm pretty sure it can still happen because those players are still using their accounts. So who knows what would happen? Activision, they need to do something. The league, Activision, whatever, because this is not just a regular scrims, blah blah blah. Like, this is like money territory. Like, this is players potentially their careers and money wise, and how much this is involved thousands of dollars into this for amateur players. They're giving their time. They probably work after, they probably do school, whatever. So just this random dude, probably with a group of friends on Discord, laughing, joining these, and it could ruin your chances on like potentially high money and potentially getting into the league, which you can get more money because obviously, respectively, money is what pretty much matters coming into this. You can't, you want to play just for the passion, of course, but money is just as important too. No one would do this. A lot of people won't do this for free, especially if you're an amateur. So, and then here you have Jerry just crashing
that's
out.
3-0. This is bullshit. This shit, man. Bullshit. How hasn't the league done something about this?
He's right. You're 100%
This
right.
league is filled with a bunch of fucking people who know computers. They can't track this guy. Everybody in the league knows how to build a PC. You can't find this fucking prick.
How does he get the code, too?
Everything he said is right.
How does he get the game code?
This is fucked, dude. If you have a league that...
You have a league that's multi-million dollars to get in, and in the amateur scene where also teams and not even big businessmen, but just regular people putting in so much money into this just for this to happen, it's not right. And there needs to be something to change with that. But that is, pretty much what has been happening. I know I'm missing on a bunch of stuff, but that's pretty much what's happened in the past yesterday, 2 days, 3 days of all this, news drama. I'm trying to get more into the league itself, something I've watched since I was 12 years old. I'm about to hit 20. So, hope you guys enjoy, and let's see the next Call of Duty scenes, whatever it goes.